Good morning. What's up, YouTube? So today I thought I would take time to put a little video together on our, what is that, a brush? Our eBay camera system that we installed a few months ago. Now this is the package that we got our eBay camera system in. It's just a cheaply made, inexpensive unit that was put out of China. It came with 4 surveillance cameras, which I'll show you guys. And the quality of them was a little bit surprising. That's your brush. It's your painting brush. You want to go outside with it?
Okay.
Go with Fang. Go with Fang. So like I was saying, basically you get 4 security cameras plus a DVR with, you know, the capabilities of having a either or. You can hook this up to an Ethernet cable and have access to live videos, and you can also do like cloud recording, if I'm not mistaken, with it. But it's on eBay. I'm going to post a link in the description. It has it's got a good chunk of reviews. There's quite a lot of reviews on this unit, and I think it's a great value. I think after shipping and taxes, I spent just under $100. And like I said, you get 4 camera units plus the DVR, and of course all the connecting cables and the mounting hardware, etc. So let's take a minute and let's go look at this stuff. So here, this is just a TV monitor that I have mounted in our garage, and as you can see, I'm standing there in the bottom left frame. But we've got 4 of these cameras. One is mounted directly at the front door along with our little doorbell camera. So we've actually got a couple cameras over there, and one's overlooking our driveway on the front side out to the street, and then the other one's viewing our right in front of our garage door here. And then of course all the expensive equipment in the garage and toys, I've got a camera mounted here just to my top right, and hopefully you guys can get a good look at these cameras. That are kind of mounted up a little high, and I'm not going to try and get carried away with the ladder or anything, but you get a little mounting plate that allows you to screw it into the drywall or the wood panels that you're putting it on. But it does have infrared capabilities, if I'm not mistaken, so you kind of have this night vision effect. And if we zoom in, you can get a little focus on it, and you can see it's a pretty clean little camera. I think the lenses are anti-fog, but of course you get your standard your power cable and your video cable, of course, which is, you can see running out the back here. So you got the red for the electrical power, and the yellow, and of course the yellow for everything else. But let's go take a look at the other cameras and see where I have them mounted. And here I have camera number 2. Got it mounted up here in the corner, just in front of our garage and our vehicles. So you see it mounted up there, literally the exact same thing. Now the downside with this budget security camera system is that it is old school when you were running wires everywhere. Granted, it's quite a bit of cabling, so you have plenty of wires, but they all come down and connect over here to our little DVR box, which we have currently inside of it. It has a I want to say it's a 500 gigabyte. I didn't find a good deal on a 1 terabyte, but it has a little hard drive in there that is recording all the data, and I'm pretty sure it keeps it in a constant loop. So once it maxes out all the storage on the 500 gigabyte, it'll go ahead and swipe it and reset it. But you have a little computer mouse that allows you to set different features and click back on footage. But like I said, I have it all mounted up here to where we're able to look and see everything on the TV monitor. So let's go take a quick look at the other 2 cameras. And here are the last 2 cameras. We have one, of course, mounted up there, looking down on the front door here. And we've got the last one right there, which is looking out over our driveway down to our street. So as you can see, I did run these wires up into the edge, and that was really the most tedious part of installing these cameras, is running all these wires. So for anybody that is interested in, you can see I ran it right up under the ledge here. But for anybody that is interested in getting into a security camera system and not interested in running a bunch of wires, I definitely recommend spending the extra $100 and just double up your money on a system that will just rely simply on batteries. My dad has a video camera system that relies on batteries, and he just has to change them out every couple of months or so and charge them, and it's a lot more easy on the install, that's for sure. But I thought this was a great little inexpensive camera system, and I think it's important for just about anybody these days, whether you have a home out in the country or a home in the city. It's important to keep after your personal items and your safety at your home. And I mean, I never thought that you could ever find a decent security system for $100, but there's me and a lot of other folks out there on this one particular eBay page that have a lot of really highly respectful comments about this security system. The footage is good enough. I mean, a lot of gas stations use this type of system, which lets you keep up with stuff. So I really enjoy it. I think it's a good value, good bang for the buck. Kind of hard to pass up on something that was getting highly praised on eBay, for only $100. So but granted, the only regret that I have is that the wires are kind of a pain in the ass, and if you're not willing to run the cables, then it's best to just spend a little bit more money and get something that's a little bit more modern with simple batteries. That way you don't have to worry about the wires. So also, guys, on another note, of course, the more cameras you buy, the more intimidating your fortress of solitude is going to look. I went ahead and did grab one of these cameras that resembles very much so the cameras that are a part of the active security system. I went ahead and grabbed one of these $7.99 units up at Harbor Freight. I just stumbled across these, and I thought it would be worth mentioning. You spend the money on these security systems, and a lot of times they offer to start off with 4 cameras, which is what I did. And if you want to buy additional cameras, of course, it's an arm and a leg, when you get more elaborate with some of them. But I thought this was kind of a, where you have some areas where you want to, have some factor of intimidation if you do have any, I guess, unusual suspects that are coming up on your home. I thought this was kind of an awesome little deal, and I wanted to show just a quick little snap on this Bunker Hill security imitation camera, because ultimately this is just a fake camera. It doesn't actually have any wires coming out of it except for a little decoy wire. But that's a closer look at it. Now, me seeing that, I'd be a little intimidated. I hope this has provided a little bit of insight. Of course, with any toys, with any gizmos, gadgets, whatever they may be, there are always some drawbacks. So the only thing that I do not like about this system is that it requires, of course, it has to have an Ethernet cable ran into the back of the DVR unit. So for me, that's kind of a downer. I'd much rather have something that has wireless capabilities, so I didn't have to buy a Wi-Fi extender and then physically run a cable out of the back of that. This is a simple unit to install. It's 2 + 2. You've got just a couple cables. The only nuisance is of course running the cables from the actual cameras to the DVR. The simplicity of hooking it up to a television and all that is very straightforward, and it does have a little owner's manual that I have sitting back on my tool chest over there, and it's very explanatory. It talks about, it goes through the steps on how to set up wireless connectivity, and there's an app, of course, just like with most security systems nowadays. There's an app you can download onto your phone, and you can go ahead and view the video on your phone live stream, just in case you guys are wondering which one it is. Now see if I can get the camera to focus here on my phone, and maybe it might be too close. So I've got two of these little apps down here on the very bottom, this one and this one, these two guys right here. And I believe the app that you use is actually, it's this XMI, this guy right here. So you click on it and you can go ahead and, you know, I've got my camera info right there at the top. You can go ahead and just click on your camera system that you have, and it'll pull up and show you the 4 cameras. So all in all, it's a great value pack, $100 for 4 video cameras, a DVR. Now you do have to buy, I did have to purchase the hard drive separate, so that is something that is not included with the system. You do have to go out and purchase a hard drive if you're interested in storing the footage on a backup hard drive. So, but then again, of course, you can do the live streaming, and I think you could probably enroll it into some type of cloud system, and you can view everything. I won't drag on. I'll go ahead and drop a link down in the description for this system. But everything came in the box. But there you guys have it. I do encourage you guys to go out and grab at least a couple of these. I'm going to go purchase a few more, just because I think it's a pretty nifty little camera that'll blend in nicely and ultimately intimidate anybody else that's walking up on the property. So like I said, these were only $8, so I think there's definitely some good value in having these little decoy cameras. They look very realistic, and of course with a couple AAA batteries, that blinking light factor definitely I think that definitely puts a little extra edge to this item. So if you guys have a deer lease or a cabin out in the woods, these, if you're not interested in wiring up a bunch of cables, you know, these I think serve as a nice intimidation factor. So if you do have some passerby or some stragglers that are pushing through the woods and they're coming up on your homestead, that you got your little nook and cranny out there, these little cameras I would imagine would provide some type of intimidation. Hopefully you guys found this enlightening in some form or another. We appreciate you taking the time to watch the video, and of course just like everybody else says, if you can, like the video if you liked it, dislike it if it didn't help you at all. Feel free to share, subscribe, whatever it may be, but we will see you guys next time. Bye.